Spartans? It's your boy Leonidas, back with another chess video. Got a question for you. Do you enjoy finding things? Finding money in the couch? Finding money in that sweatshirt that was packed away for 5 to 6 months? Maybe even finding the will to live? I know I do. But I got something even better for you in store today. Finding checks, finding brilliant moves, and finding a rare mate in one that my opponent hung out of the blue. But without further ado, let's get into the video. And until next time, hold the line. That was that E4 B4 combo right there. We'll see what happens when I do it again. Vicky who? Vicky you. Okay. Cool beans, bro, I guess. I mean, I'm just gonna chase you down. It's okay. Like, your plan was to go down 2 pieces? Question mark. All right. You could take that pawn for free. That's all right. No, you don't. Interesting. Okay. All right. Cool. Check. I'll take that for free. All right. I gotta get my king out of here. He castled to castle to the jeez, that was quick, bro. That was 2 minutes. Ugh, that was, man, that was too easy, bro. That What is this plan here? Now that bishop is pinned for now. Goes here. The king is interesting. Yo, yo. What up, bruh? I'm not speaking directly into my mic, so if I do this, take. Now you lose your ability to castle, bro. Hmm. Oh, I just pinched my pieces. No. No. Ugh. He didn't miss the fork. I'm doing good, brother. How's your stream? Or how's your day? Got him. Let's go. We came back. 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 We came back, bro. A little nerve-wracking at the end there, but you know what they say. Oh, let's go, dog. Oh, he threw it. He threw it. He threw it. Oh, my gosh. I threw it. I continue development. He moves it back. And according to theory again, if this pawn is down here, you would move this bishop back. I think this was a slight miscue by me. Moving this back, yes, it moved the eval bar back completely. So that's the biggest difference between having this pawn still on the H file H2 as opposed to it being all the way up to H4. So I moved it back. It was a miss. Wasn't a blunder. He takes as a great move. Good on him. I take back. Eval bar 3.7 in his favor. He castles. I'm moving my bishop up, continuing to develop, and now my plan is to start attacking over here. I can't draw a straight arrow to save my life. What is this? Arrow, move maybe this here, come through here, and eventually try to attack this knight, get this out of here so it's not protecting, and move it down. So he moves to defend. I move, and this was another mistake here because I thought I was just covering it here, which I am, but he's probably not going to do that just because he sees it there. But we're all good here so far. He moves, and this is where things start to get a little interesting. I move that pawn forward because my plan is to either attack here, or if he takes, take here, and now I have this H file open for a deadly assault on his H file towards his king, and there would be pretty much nothing he could do to stop it. All right, so we continue on. That move by him was a big mistake. You can see the eval bar went from 4.3 in his favor to pretty much dead even just by that one pawn move. And now I'm trying to look at it and I'm trying to think, why is that so bad? Why is that so bad? Is it because he gives up the middle? Or I don't know exactly why. But okay, let's see. What is that so bad for? Why is that a miss? Show move. Let's see. E4 is a mistake. Take his knight, he takes. And now I've just infiltrated. Okay, so I've just infiltrated. That's the problem. All right. All right. So he moves. I move away because I don't see it. So he's going to move his knight back, which is a huge mistake because now I can go ahead and start taking. And if he takes, he opens up his king, which he does not do, which is good on him. But I move forward to try to take this to continue to open up. If I can get 2 pawns up here already, I can cause some serious damage. It was what was going on in my head. And you can see here, this has been 13 moves, and I've played 26 seconds as opposed to his 1 minute and 25 seconds. Because I'm fairly comfortable at this range, at this level, 700 elo chest with the London. Especially when someone falls into not the trap per se, but falls into having the moves go line by line with it. Pretty easy to defend. All right, he moves forward, trying to avoid me taking him and keeping my pawns stacked up one against each other. I move my knight because I realize I'm just going to attack here eventually. He goes to defend that. I'm moving my knight, trying to get my knight through here, maybe up in here. He moves his king out of the way. Move my pawn forward. He loses a lot of his advantage there if he had any. Did he have any advantage? No, I still have the advantage, but he loses a big advantage here. And this is bad. This spot is the turning point of the game. The fact that he left his rook being defended by his queen is a huge mistake. And you're going to see why here in a couple moves. He needed to keep this rook on this 8th row. He moves his rook out of the way. Now I see some party or something start to develop. I'm sure if you take a moment, if you pause here, you can see the brilliant move that could be coming up here in the next 2 moves. So brilliant, in fact, that the computer didn't even recognize what I was planning on doing. And it all started with him moving this rook off of this 8th row here. It calls this a miss, but I realize I have this pinned. I have his rook pinned behind, or I have this pawn pinned behind his rook, and he's not defended anything. He can't defend this rook with anything. He moves knight back to f8, and now that's a blunder, because if he had moved his, say he had moved his rook back to this position, I can't do my next move, but he moves his knight back to f8. And what comes next is something cool. I see the brilliant move. I didn't know it was a brilliant move at the time, but I'm sure you guys can see it by now. What piece can I move to put him in check, put his rook under duress, and cause a catastrophe in his defense? Knight g5 check. Knight g5 check was my brilliant move in this game, and it's not clickbait. So the point of knight g5 is, first, obviously, I put him in check. Now, under normal circumstances, he could take here, but if he takes here, he loses this rook, and it gets him put in check as well. And it's just a very bad position for him to do. Very bad position. He loses a rook. I lose a knight. I'm up already 2 pieces of material. I'm going to be up 4 pieces of material after this exchange. But what does he do? He does what he can. He takes that knight. And now I go ahead and I take his rook, put him in check. And now he's under some serious stress. He can't go here because he'd be put in check. He can't go here because he's still in check. He can go here, or he can go here. And he decides to go and take this, which was a bad move. So continue playing, moving queen. Plan is sacking this knight here, I believe was my initial plan. But I realized that this would be here. Maybe he could do something crazy, get his queen involved. So I stopped that attack. He moves his bishop. I move my rook out of the way. I didn't want to put it here because he's blocking here. I didn't want to put it here because he could take here. Didn't want to put it. I couldn't put it here, obviously. Bishop takes. And I didn't want to put it here. Queen here is taken. So literally the only spot I could take is here or here. He moves his knight to defend. I castle. Moves his knight up. Move my rook over. Now I'm really hammering down on these files here with some intentions of getting involved with everything else as well. He moves, and this was his demise. He moves his knight, blocking his queen from protecting this. That was huge. Another huge turning point in here. He blocks his queen. If you'll see here, I can't take this knight right now because it's protected by this queen. But since he moved his knight to the E7 spot, he now has no protection blocking this knight, and this is just a free knight. Free knight puts him in check, and he forfeits right after. Thanks for watching.